enkozi se no nsia bebo na news team ateki over enu achi na onso brem ekono na empanyin so abetrase edi empaninsem edi akyereye hye kakra eda ho ena mede ama wei sade da ye no no Solomon Carter na sade edura nwumre no a ya na de hia nyina ne se amanone ye wo latest bi a eyi niti oboso kyerɛ keke ye nyembre wo ho ye wi a ebre na aka ne nyina be sa don hwe ne nyina no ye de ye ne ankasa ye de eyie senti enne e wo so twen yen no ene se ye ba be wura ensem no mu but before that number na da so ne 0242 84 0056 0242 84 0056 mo amutie radio ena mabodi amamo no ohwe tv no a yesre nyesa wo frɛ me de masem bi na eba da bi odaroma eye sports ya ye ho message ena wo de eba otra na wo de odin aka ho tia nra blasters game no ensema wo ho no nso wo bi eka efa ho na ene we eye former player edema Ghana Blasters Augustine ahemfo eno se enura wonya brehwe Ghana against Wolves na obi ben goalkeeper ye fe ne se Benjamin Asaria woni abrante ne nkasa denti ena Augustine ahemfo SS obi ne Benjamin Asari eni enkomo je so twen yen ye ba be kam nsam e de akyerew Samokai Titus Glover yes maybe atwamu na woye Tema East member of parliament ono also sergeant as Greater Accra regional minister Titus Glover and was say enura anokwasem ni na nusu atata no na hwan kura ne sakofa baba Rahman sa beto Ghana mu bi wo busa hwan ne kofa player sa ba biem na wasu wo so wono player why liability dia ma Blasters wa mayehwe na wo ya na mo ya na wono se Nigeria free papa bi wo ho a won se na da je hwe Ghana ball samu you so Titus na kaza semui okay try me we dey ye baba na ya betie ensemu a Titus Glover former Tema East member of parliament aka ede afa baba Rahman nra ono na ball no tefa ne so a abusia kofa goal no ede ebaye na yadidi kotoko ho nkomo free draw da ba nyina yaka cho sa akato na bro na sporting director from Obiman so na wa touch down e wo krodua mu na efiada obasa e wo sempenem for the new fikasiem na hyehyɛ bebre ekoso yekoda na die enu nti obetwan yen ene ye wie pa enso hwa obi na de na sporting director ba coach ma ena hwa ma abusuani nyina ho hyehyɛ no eda ha yaka cho se ono ne dia ne ba so wie pa the following week na coach dia nso etoa so na nye no nko eno nso danchene a kotoko be appoint a new commercial manager eno nso eye asemwa ene ye ba bedi ho komo na yakọ Baseke Holy Stars League no omobiem onka ho Baseke ne ka ho mo fanchem hohoi mo na otini ticket no na Baseke eka league ni mu ne se office de bia na eba player ben na mo penu a obi a twere de akọ abrante ba akọ penu a tweme na me hwe clubs a mo de koye ne se wo de ne ka ho a house ni mo kotoko yi so mo pe Prince Cheneboa make obetima akọ no se we good ana onye good a Solomon Carter ene wabo na Sante Kala ne fe white no asa wo bebe ya na ejetua to hit na no odin but e ka ho bi be ne de ye ne ade o se ye manager omo no wanyo mo sa ho so manager omo nti bia be fine Chuti mo go there nti yame adum bi bia fine aha na enyume Jose abamu na Pepper abamu na se
Jose
Antonio abam
Jose na on say Madrid enche ombe announce Konate ni Denzel Dumfries omni omo verbal agreement are taking place
and Florentino person ye no the BT or the Jabato
yeah say ono makase omo ahwe ni ya and how we ni abani we are transfers or the be especially Enzo Fernandez there no
aye
onso no a politician no na wa ya de na ma they say ni dian be de e o Madrid fo ni mu oh ye koto Enzo Fernandez ye di Yoseba ye fa Denzel Dumfries ye fa we political talk omunye careful Florentino Perez na minim no ye beto abana wie no aka che say oni 120 or the conference of Fernandez
cause na say be nyina wasesa free ayi for no sa
ne ba ne say
na be di osu crazy car what the cover Enzo
ye kwan no be mai wo
aboasu tu ayi
brofu edu
I don't know
say ye beto abana na kikiri ombe ye na say pa portos be 1 million na ba
na odi no asemi na cover be
of di 1 year pe
okay e kwa di esu omu so na nwumre traffic gina mu dika from Tanazu to Obiakwa
Florentino Perez Madrid for heni papa no me dem suro ne de
ba ba
e de ya obeji ade ne de ba
gide obeji ba obesa
ya omo so obesan
obeto ba ko biafra
wa kire so no pay free players
ba obeto ba ko biafra
okay
nsu obeto biafra
eno wa ha
on campu samezo why man ba conference
you say Morino
ba ko no ne pre no
require me also small boy this capro the two player
that's what people see as samezo ko bra obi a won who history also ko people see akwa ya mani bi
yeah
oni oh bisa so the camp die kan ya pe bisa ho we no yi na beto so fa Florentino Perez to so da who say ntia wo ye bias sa no bisa it's Saturday ya Sunday sorry Sunday
over asema make all the market Florentino Perez o we ni ade na promises na wa ye ni nyina no on for fail ni nyina papa no minim no o de twen minim no over wo Roland Garros
yes
French Open a man quarter final and a match ni bi atodwama world number 1 shocking ya uniform Antonio Conte wa bede farewell to Napoli fans no hobado ko of France Paris and wade kakra bi akoso na streets bebre wo hono ma they say omo minim say city council no na ye there but ya change street ni bebre din e dey two PSG players no street makomako edunan e o Paris after say PSG Champions League ni e dey omo players no ni coaches ni bi din e na atoto street ni so ntia the image ni be ba na afi ya hwese de eno so e ho nsem no eko Hansi Flick wa we ni manager of the season eno so e wa hanom e wo Spain awie ya na La Liga mpanyin for e announce ye we ni de kan ho bi na ene ye de ba e be say ram e wo World Cup diaries ene 8 days to the World Cup unze ene ye ukwada 8 days to the World Cup next week Tuesday 11 June and a World Cup na chance nti be 8 days to the World Cup no history a teacher e de man e wo show ni so ene enwumre
but I say Solomon Carter but so yes I ewo Oyerepa live Oyerepa radio on Facebook Oyerepa live Oyerepa radio on Facebook area on yasebe diaba o su don ko kinse wo de na pa Benji wo diaba o su don ko Kingsley wo diaba yasebe wo diaba yekoba diaba ka ho together with phone so die na busuanya nchia ne obesi medinde de bi nye din bɔ ne bobo nti so ni bibia fast sports no ho a obeda ho na yatoa so Solomon Carter ebre no eno ani ebra no nan abapa ho sima aduanan baako highway sports is airborne solo
Napoli and Manchester United at the confirmation among say Rasmus Højlund last season and free Man United Bobo Konim on loan Ekopiemu ewo Napoli a 6 million euro and a Napoli to for the services na obligation to buy clause no eshemua Napoli atrigger sa clause na we ya and omode abeto jam ese omo fa Rasmus Højlund and no every Manchester United on permanent basis 44 million euros and a Napoli si omutia Eddie ama Manchester United wamum eboboko na United so edi confirmation about ese omo Rasmus Højlund mu ese ono so nko enkosi akan Enfama Napoli after the loan spell ewo Bobo Konimu last season yede confirmation no eje emma Roland Garros and mebacho women's quarter final game baku etoja na so shocking say world number 1 Arina Sabalenka ye chano na baba wa ye friend Dina Sheinda wonu ene cha Arina Sabalenka 3-6 7-5 6-0 2-6-1 ena ono etumi atwa na Arina Sabalenka wonu free mu ewa quarter final stage ni mu na free mu na ode atodwa se ade no said the name ekona hwekra wonu Arina Sabalenka opeso retire free tennis ni mu ni nyina ne said the last 13 tennis matches awabo walusi mu to ogidi se ase niema enhyeda enkoye emfa ema no ento no kronya oba retire free tennis ni mu no Arina Sabalenka wanu ne dia wode etudwa ewo ada quarter final game enu so etodwa enano meba chow ababawa wanu so ye friend Chaulinska Chaulinska no oye Polish otwa Alina Kalinskaya 7-6-6-3-2 straight set and also a kana what do you run our semi-final on net Chaulinska our semi-final no alongside Dina Sheinda Arina Sabalenka and our quarter-finals of the French opener Egusu Ekoso Paris PSG Akache Juventus so mu player friend Randa Colomwani they so alone our Spurs Bobo Kono returning to the mother club so Juve Epe Randa Colomwania 30 million euros and ombetia ede ama omo PSG Ansakra and omaja player animu ede ama omo na yesi Juve contemplate ni nyina ne se wo mo sisi ho enti kompesom di Jonathan David eko PSG na Luis Campos energy Jonathan Davis ho na fe omo de nakọ akwaje Randa Colomwani abepiem awo Juventus omo ebobo kono emu Antonio Conte and our social media or the goodbye message ama Napoli supporters ni nyina na nsem no na yetiawa Antonio Conte waje Italian Serie A no ede ama Napoli afi na okay social media no say 2 winning years with lots of emotion and passion. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Ninsami etiawo simfie mienu ni outside beje Napoli wo bobo kono wo ma jinkru ani bia no ma wini bia na ose atuhu ache omodi she dwumadi ani na ha na omodi si odobi bia oba Napoli oboa ema ni dwumadi course no dana say we a special message from Antonio Conte to Napoli supporters na ye dey wonsam e dey ema Bayern Munich kwate eso mni PSV Eindhoven womu winger a friend Ismail Sabari enkomo didie no akwa ni mu pa na metumi abreaki e dey ama say medical boy ni medical no yes United States of America and a Bayern team no womu epese womu eye ewo ni nyane say boy no e ka Morocco team no ho a wonu so ewram awo eye World Cup ntino June 2031 and we sign a contract ede ama and also sign contract ede akosi ede ama Bayern Munich abra o free PSV and Nova no abebo ede ama Bayern Munich wo ebobo kono former Manchester United striker Andy Cole say na papa no na minim say bia no refi say Mikel Arteta da so your coach e English Premier League ni mu dia or say with Pep Guardiola leaving Man City, we've got a chance of winning the Premier League. Or say Pep kwa Manchester United, ebeje Premier League, you know, ebi edi esi omo so na Pep kwa any coach no stand there omuwe so omo nje Premier League ni bia no Andy Cole one so dia odi tuja owie na Claude Makelele or say Chelsea season way and koye but with the appointment of Xabi Alonso or senior man ebe koye ediama Chelsea afia yebe remeche 2026-2027 league season or say big clubs always come back and no Claude Makelele ne nsɛm a wɔde ɛto dwa na ɔkɔ Paris City Council no wɔma name 14 streets ɛgye ama PSG players no after winning the UEFA Champions League against Arsenal. And they say Edin Gada Nanka Street in Kutano, yeah, the PSG players in the coach, you know, Edin and I same of anti-timer. Now, yeah, this street name Nebo Bohono and a dark image national. Your Pacho Street.
Wow, only now be a baby.
Where you're the first 14, the Bibaba, yeah, to me, but for now, there are 14 players.
I didn't know my 14 players, no, so me.
Yeah, omo bro sadi, but omo gusun kakra.
Okay.
Antino, your Pacho Street, your Never Street, your Vito Machoda Vitinha Avenue, your Due Street, your Saint Marquino Street, your Bacola Street, your Kennel Fabian Square, your Hakimi Bridge, your Madve Street of the Temple, your Warren Street, your St. Louis Bridge, your Vichka the Fisherman Street, your Nuno Mendes Avenue, and your Osman Boulevard. Anti where you cry on my name.
Now, what didn't be short warriors near Hano, right?
Why you say, yeah, no, say, you want to say, Quarascalia, say, no, Vichka, Dino Vichka the Fisherman Street. Antino street name, you know, now, Kosu Kama, PSG players, no.
Yeah, never what to say. And go, but we are boss of the
Hanuma, Freha, Bosheba Plaza, no, a street.
That street in there, I had a call a unity. Now come the idea of
Bon Champions League in Yapa, Nankabia Abet Amuana, or boy winning good as you, yes, Abet Amua Street and Amua Avenue, yes, Neda to
okay. Tell no Muye,
and one of Muye, and a streets be or on said, do your Prempe the first avenue, Prempe the second, say to 2 avenue. Na omu changing in kakra.
Okay, what are the
names or other than
okay.
Hey,
na answer hiding uncle fast.
Oh, Debbie. Yes.
Now say ebim ben one what
image no image no na yes and to hwa
come curse here okay bia na dey. Okay. Why 14 no wi ni nyina.
14 dey o ma wi. 14 no the first.
Kofu di mo bro. PSG.
Hansi Flick, manager of the season. Ewo the Spanish La Liga, second time in a row. Waje edi esi ne nine. So we are na La Liga. Edi sa announcement no. Edi by offer. Na Madrid. Any Denzel Dumfries. And afei Ibrahima Konate awie verbal agreement across wenche. One be sign omo contract no unveiling no aba na esi Mourinho and a sanction deals no. Enye se bia Fiorentino Perez, president in Tina, and what said I could 2 players? Oh, what you almost said about Benya vote. Name what do you say, Mourinho Dinkomo, and a Mourinho catcher and say, yes, players way, players I'm a bar. Maybe set many omo Jumantino, Mundio Mujuma, and Fa Emame, and no enema Madrid, era players, no more representatives as we are, one more no a Dinkoma Bibia, and so a course, so come on, Omo my
Konate and Dumfries.
Yes, Denzel Dumfries. Okay. Verbal agreement bibia I come. You know, he say a 2 abani we.
So many defenders on.
Aye, center back. Denzel Dumfries a right back or sabo right wing. Inter Milan now mo tell you know right wing position no. Say Inter both 3 back ni bia na ono na a right winger say. Yes, right backer.
Obi a ojali bo ko no o model Liverpool jersey na de ana we dey
na the former club yes anti sana
o mo share na Madrid de no nko na e dana se aya de mo fa Madrid besa uro we na fa Madrid so utimi ye fa Madrid de share na so oko de dana se aya de
yes it Lizzy Shetono e wo se unyabi na de kofi na eboa Emma unya rice unya kinki unya wacha ote aduane ne de pa ne nyanse shito no ede na flavor ye de shrimp any fish and I 0 preservative until Lizzy Shito no rashop supermarket ne market bia ne pebi eto 0501683344 0501683344 na waje Lizzy Shito ne be perfect skin and body therapy and so say Brahma say pimples, stretch marks, then so ben could tattoo. Then you be from we our body no, or be reshaping no at the amount. Now your body slimming, stomach reduction, body enlargement. Now fe omuya at the flat tummy no at the assault so I was say body near kama. Perfect skin and na eye nina at the amount. Kumase Bush and Abraham Junction, a crowd su Akwaje Park, City House Dynamo, and Atakrade, Ketan Junction, Episoft Lodge Hotel. Now on a perfect skin, Eddie, a year, and Como, it was 0553312911 and a 0272453535. Bash Digital Satellite, Beji Decoders Ninabi. Now TV no, eso enyefe. Game centers, hotels, guest houses, restaurants, individuals, mobile, you have decoder, you have installation amamo. You are not your recharge at the account at the amamo. Now your packages no a very affordable individuals 33% discount. Ye at the free so I report junction ship me ho and I was 0556287757 0556287757 or your penso ensu papa ensu krojen ensu a ede ensu anomo a ema wahoden ensu a chemicals ebia enim ensu a minerals ahodo a ewo so onya wa bra onum nsu no ni nyina ebi ewo mu ntino ensu a ema nipadua no ahoden pebito fa kofie pebito efadi ujuma frɛn 0539 596 165 anaso do ani chem ewo tanoso ya santo senior high school enhwe ani mu ho and a factory no ewo oba yebema bebre na wato na onso ode eko efie oyipanso adaroma na yede World Cup diaries ede ebremo. Happy birthday to Kwame Opoku Afriye ene bra Kwame ne birthday from Harry Ewa of Oyerepa FM and TV and our face so Vida AD na oda. Special birthday to Vida from Angela Cashman Lotto Ventures. And I say, young show, a special birthday. And I say, Oheneye Nana Amonu Jemfua Abebiu. And ne Oheneye ne birthday. A busia of Oyerepa FM. And I say, yeah, wish you a special birthday. Nana, unkwa sunyanko ponshao na onyo kese. Na mfiepi onfa enka umfie na jumade bia wudi no enwie peye nenye kama enso emfa ema. World Cup diaries up next on 100.7 Oyerepa FM. Eight days to the World Cup.
I catch you and you are I
can't watch it. Say they are come for no boom. I can't watch it. Na World Cup no. Eshasi. Now the history behind 8 days to the World Cup of any. The first World Cup of course so in 1930. Na sa World Cup no Uruguay energy at the AC omo and so. Now, for him say Uruguay, any Argentina and a ball, a grand finale no emu. Now, over the first ever top scorer, over the history of the World Cup, your friend Guillermo Stabile, or your Argentinian, of Argentina. Now, 1930 World Cup no, about 3 goals, Editia Mexico, and none of the first hat-trick over the history of the World Cup. Guillermo Stabile. Oye about 2 goals editia Chile obo 2 goals editia United States of America ena obo 1 goal editia Uruguay ewo final ni, but Argentina elusi sa final no 4-2. na over there one is sa Guillermo Stabile oye the first top scorer ewo World Cup no onya 4 caps ena de Argentina man no obo 4 matches pe ena de Argentina. Surprisingly sa 4 matches ne so na 1930 World Cup or to aso eje the golden boot no ewo ho over oshe 8 goals ena de J the top scorer award ewo 1930 World Cup. Ti Guillermo Stabile, the first ever top scorer in the history of the World Cup, eshe 8 goals in the 1930 World Cup or the J goal king no. Ti 8 days to the World Cup my 8 goals Guillermo eshe in the 1930 World Cup. Over uye no free wa amaya aje World Cup no over and also Uruguay eje 1930 and 1950, Italy eje 1934, 38, 82 and 2006, Brazil eje 1958, 1962, 1970, 1974 and 1994 and 2002 World Cup, Germany eje 1954, 1978, 1990, 2014, England aje baako 1966 and omoje Argentina aje miensa 1978, 1986, 2022, France aje 1998 and 2018 and Spain and so baako omoje no in the 2010 World Cup or South Africa. Over amai nwotwepe and aje World Cup no 8 countries and aje World Cup no ebi 8 days to the World Cup, only 8 countries have won the FIFA World Cup trophy. Ti 8 days to the World Cup no for emaye enema mienu ya ne akache tifo ne ayefo se mfantu Guillermo Stabile the first top scorer in World Cup no o say 8 goals in the 1930 World Cup and eje and 8 countries eje the FIFA World Cup trophy no ebi aha and the World Cup diaries at the ACN ewo jumadi no eso kindly brought to you by Oyerepa Ensuo. Oyerepa Ensuo eye kroje for 0539 596 165 no ajo de 0539 596 165 na waje ensuo no ebi ene eye Masahud Muhammad Bizo adodo na friend Papus ene eye ne birthday oye manager ewo Benab fuel station eno ewo fum so asante bekwai ekwan so aha ene ye wish Masahud Muhammad a special birthday wish no every Siba TV3 Hausa Chifa owo Eija Zongo ono ne se ye wish Muhammad a special birthday show no etwa so at the amamo 5 o'clock pepe live on Oyerepa Radio, Oyerepa TV, Oyerepa Radio on Facebook, Oyerepa
na yahwe nsem no ede agu ho sisiye na kwabena ntoa mensa na obuase ngiri yese ohwe nana yama adwo ene anwumre. Good evening Tino. Blasters team is very weak. Benjamin Asare is local champion but not deserve to be part of Blasters team. From Nana Opoku Meduma. Nana sa we are sure. Okay. Nana ne de ena no so ede adan ye no yehwe was say People's Platini Fanti Newtown. Upon what I saw yesterday, there is hope for Blasters. Okay, Platini also yadawase for your message. We Sophia aho and say Ghana is winning the World Cup. Okay, no chia ne ma Sophia and ne uncle Samuel Otabel. Okay, yeah, that's it for your message. And then you may also Ode Abba. Was it so? Why would the GFA still call Baba Rahman? We all live to see here in Ghana because the FA want to kill us. Okay, you have anything anchor message, you know, and for Mama Mishu. The Blasters played well against Wolves yesterday. Unfortunately, Baba Rahman wasn't impressive. Watching you live from Gospel Oak Barbering Salon near Kandahar Sport. Amakum, and also Ednedia, a free Eba. The only say.
Over.
Bokodie.
Lady Ben or say Ghana better walk up.
What was it? Sophia.
Sophia. Lovely name. 9 months from July, Bosume Bay Mumbai. 9 months from July, Bosume Bay. 9 months from July, and say be run next year, be February, hope be on.
Yes.
Kwala Ghana be February, and be doors of.
Sir.
Ghana eje walk up.
You.
Can Kwala be warm February, and be cost ratch and number be uncle for be whoop papa.
Okay.
Happiness induced pregnancy. Kebe bapa. Because all her time our matches national. Over how much. Think a man for the Ghana win any geno. Eben nyim ko for pa.
No dey so.
A proven theory. IO period be as or mine any gia. Ya na enkwala ye warm numbers no kosoro. But on paper ne dey over. A long shot.
And dey better.
I think yeah so far
anotin
ya better back bemu di anka so far progress no so ano be den
and yanka obenya chede
but the truth is a long shot. The best for Ghana all factors considered you be quarter then Ukraine ya because in as much as football there were a lot of dynamics, anything can happen at any particular point in time.
Sure.
The truth is over you cannot ignore the reality. The reality on the grounds is that the key indicators here, the tournament, say you do a Ghana didn't do miansa.
Nyema obi ko wake up wa kire so okogeno. Say your makuma ku edua.
Ghana didn't do miansa.
Samu.
Number one. Every country be a better World Cup be ano. You need an established goalkeeper.
You have a point.
Yeah.
You need
over here.
2 keepers no.
Oh.
And 3 no.
Over can establish and you tell my pen paper. So about top 20 goalkeepers and come over and cry. Hey, I said be grada me be.
And you said ya some no di.
I said na me be can go for some ba. 100 there.
100 be wura me 100 so lebe some be wura 100 there me so.
100 coffee bit my head.
100. That
top 100 goalkeepers.
Yeah, the last keepers he wura mo. Omutimi wura me Isaac. 100 dey be some jai 100 dey. O se ba.
Of a bed.
100. O ka 10 100 dey o be them.
10 who said my mistake right no answer me cat 10. Over 100 bed.
Enti 1 year no 2 year then.
Number 2. You need a more unified team with enough chemistry over any chemistry nibi. And our team is not playing like a unit. Yenibi. You need tournament experience. Yenibi.
Tournament experience roka players no mo kona so mo nyawo.
Yeah.
So ya nchiremu ya but we make kakra bi o mo bi.
Anka of a tournament experience go be be kan in Ghana na. In the last young World Cup ahodo akoso. That business how many times or maybe bomb to the quarter final and try Otimbeje World Cup ne prekope. And that is Nigeria. Set ne you lead in the bass energy.
So far I hold was a Ghana Beji World Cup.
Jova.
Aho. The message what they buy no was a Ghana Beji World Cup.
No, it's not.
So the message on also they contribute on the show was a Ghana will win the World Cup.
And over.
Then I say nyama dua ema o man bitime World Cup no Ghana ye chemu eya
mienu kura me
ye nyamu miensa na ye kra
mienu do va ne tintin date ya ne say you need a top striker.
Okay.
You need a proven striker. Even our coach is not a proven coach. At that level, I the coach no prove it.
Nigeria can so did you
No, they didn't bet me to a quarter final.
Okay.
Jova, the current confidence of the playing body. And now Ghana and Wales. About Wales now here can.
Yeah, but soon to the men but we see from no when your course be a players now say come on for 30 seconds can have Konya Mobiat a Yina come on.
But this is my advice. In PR, timing is very important. Kotoko our advantage of timing. Because the attention of the nation is shifted a blasters and
fantastic. To yanyama wa ya obi
o sabri pa ne se so mo start budget no
jana so no mbom no
of mo mbom yi
mbom na players bi kokoko de wa ba ko wa betena ni nyina mo ye sporting director beba oh when they from 2 days ago be nyina danger sis we
oh there be omo nhia obi ha o
ma ne
of am say e betimi na wo trim say e metimi agya okwan but to say over the minimum of Munshi Obia. There be a call cram call you over. Over call you. What am I making meeting in some cacrancho?
Just 1 minute.
They no Munshi meeting. I don't introduce you board secretary. Good. And I'm catch almost say appointment, Beba. Now, appointment, but they will start calling individual players to the secretariat. And one over. Saturday, many player be agent is here. And he didn't come on. Or do money player. Now, the catcher many say, do new Nasa Kotkobe after that, and a Kotkobe terminated player no contract or budget player and salary. Captain Minister, I said, I'm making out here. Or sit down, no, but any player no one a club in Ape. Now, you see, when you be out Kotoko Crode, no Cotanasi didn't come on. Eddie a pequine the money player. And said, do need chum. Because a coach been a Sunday request in the brain. So say coaches no. Send a Kakotoko one or send them agent so we'll play a funny video brand. I don't play any video call. And most of the clubs in East Africa or much on board tour. Maybe about $80,000 as signing on fee.
Good.
Or a contractor 80,000 or dear. Any club in Goka. So be my club ni bio. So be my free agent too. No ba no about you don't know we. Benya no pen am open. They are also looking at other players. And I so new bi on ni ko dis an common mpo okotoko. But player no contract. So no the NSA. Say e bi a time am penimfo be ba no. Na se sa ado na twam a oni hweka. Oni hweka. But say cheni e be friend say ye be so de ne ka ofu di mu a ene ne sika bia no obeje nti over no kra ne so mo ne obi an kasa say bra mi ntwa contract mu as that Monday ene enra ye omo free player bia go ha na e ko transi no makasa nti over mo nkeka omo
office mo nkeka ho na world cup ne beje ayi no
na world cup ne bre no omo fanya adwuma no
okay
so world cup na be pam 10 players a amanfo adwen ba so upanka uteta da Ghana o match no
de ahwehwem
na de ahwem ban
na de chinya na
de ba chi ni nyina ya
betuagu
aha
ajedi
na de pia
but say
to anya ne sa
akomia
ande mu dia
sa ye baba so ye baba sare mo so ni ahim for mo so
enti it's what about the Black Stars men pa bonus out of permit so mo ka say sa another friendly match amomambo
am eti Jamaica video menim say
say omo kokra no benya club size because US amombo such games now
time no boa
o say
time ni
ye late o say ball Austria ball Germany we na your minister be say you are not ready okay you are still not ready the team is still not ready
but based on no ade come hu ne say papa nya be 3 on so nya be 2-3 bi dia
so
okay, we be
the same will I want to make
me say busa timing no
unko country but the country because about work up na say or training a year mutimi abo enya that enya dia be open to bia at the training grounds you see the point now omo that
aside no cry players you want to treat na dey akabe
oh anu dey on be twetwe kra na at least ema omo a certain ibi on be twetwe kra ema omo a certain because on say these things nanka say nye baby you change coach no any delay kakra buy any ya nanka senka nya a lot of games prior to that you say a Black Stars now no the last 2 seasons it has never been that Black Stars anymore no what I say o de ye matches are bubu ya preparatory matches are bubu baby I quite say baby I say sa from Cup of Nations yantimi anko bie de ba yes the World Cup qualifiers you be na boy ya but I can't say no bobo no those you know oh they call World Cup on to compare stage no so World Cup on that's why na measure na make say if you look at your attackers now on say as a moja or na say Jordan ball alongside him the day you be because that's a you get the best out of Jordan but we have a responsibility for Jordan all other guys no wait to do sir
ise kura benya go bia hwe be me fi de sise de no ayerenchi bo bia wo mo ani mo friend trek kura o
uza no hwe a
na ki boss eye
you know near mama glimpses of
ono de oba
we are giving the opportunity say if obet my consistent
we to aka de obetu atena no
obet my consistent what I say so anka almost na onya friendly matches ni bobo a na prepare wo mo
me na me tin sim Zach
wo mo de akọ into agini no
tino ya so no I nukro mpa na say na otu bo ni say yanka yampam no
oh definitely anu mo de
o de yamfa bia one the structure was there na coaching bo na friend saying boys no airborne mu there was a coaching our defensive structure was intact our how na person progress ball no it was clear to everybody that he knew here and how he wants the team to attack. The only problem is that say Ghana for unze I'm say we are too I say yeah our expectations that was Rododo. That is number one. Number two, we still see this team I say in our minds Michael Essien Suleiman Tarimu Sevenapiamo
and about just been hunasa
that is
Uncle Fadjane.
You see every generation and the players that we have.
I know they definitely.
If you are a Ghanaian today, the first thing that you have to admit and they say with our current crop of players, that you miss our players. That is the first thing you have to admit as a Ghanaian. First. You need players to control games.
Yeah, well, sometimes team need about the FN, you individual. It's individual, you be out about the FN.
No, also the FN is we are playing possessive football.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Ghana, you control games like we used to know. You miss some materials. Now we are a transition-based team. And then I see a Tiasi. The only thing we are a transition team now. And say you just say we are a transition team, ma. And the other team, ma. I said, why you to say, oh yeah, Morino fan. So, why you to say never support to Ateta? Only says, Okobomo, yeah, to be doing to see an Okobono ball. So, Ghanaians should now accept the reality. Say, our team, one, we can control game. You need our place in B. We don't have midfielders to control games, but we have players to help you in what transition, quick attacking moves, near about to running, near Mamo, Fatao, Mo, Kamadin, Suleimana, Mo, Semenyo, Brendan Asante, Omunino, are pacey attackers that in transition they can hurt you. And see, I dare me who are with Carlos and say defensively solid. The problem that encounter sa wingers no omo hia ball no se mbombo ntum omo space no mo ntum rika but party
no pass no nko
party ntimi anye Elisha ntimi anye
we buy.
So no man yes and come about check kakra come hu ne wo kan.
No, we say naturally we don't have such profile of Mufodis.
Nyamosa ayi ni bi no pa.
Wow, you need a profile. So you need a profile. We know so anka Ghana anka Portugal for the Bruno ebe Luna.
Famenia.
Ah, come on me Luna and keda ko cap na ba.
But there's a solution to that.
If you hear baba.
The best person now, if psychologically ready, should be Partey or number 10.
Partey should be on number 10.
If he's psychologically ready.
And no more
because Caleb Rinchi naturally so bit me a box to box.
Then they push Partey on him.
So take Partey because now there's no Kudus. Kudus ni ho. Now any more for no. Jordan intimi nyesa number 10 ejuma no. Enye ne star. Because Jordan was problem with decision making in regards to releasing the ball. See release the ball no. Jordan intimi nyesa. Jordan can hold on to the ball in a defensive shape. When him say no crepa and Zach and Rame Bones Jordan pa nya se think you na super sub. Then go free bench ba. Whether we get Elisha Usu or Kwesisibo as number 6, Caleb Rinchi as our number 8, near Bob Partey 10. Not the original strikers.
Munim dia be mo me nyini sei. Mo fanto ya do be to ankomo na so kwa preko na.
Near she anymore for now. Ernest Nyama dwells on pace. Ontimo operating in tight spaces. John the near Bakono. Fatau Sahaku left footed, but Sana and the ball net here.
Zach Mokaba no more.
Kamara Dean Suleiman Asana and the ball net here. Brandon Thomas Asante on Sumricania Hoarding. Prince Edu same thing. When you Asa Ena Jordan. Into your creativity say Obimbo pass
and Fantua
pa there what so him sad
what the kind is so far
Thomas Day party
okay
na create no ne mfa ne bebo 10 bi
so but
e ba ne say any more for no hoka because oba be ka front three no
ti ba ko be tran sen
ina kintimi nya say adwuma no se manyo ntimi be bo pass ne ma wontum Jordan ntimi be bo pass ne ma
na ka ne be tran chen
chenkesen of our own. We show the proof of the players that be sound say wine pan a woman in pass nebo. Kakre fan say there fan say pass pad da ho. Obi otimi je ball gina so. A located player.
No, apart from Emton can do bit me at least kakra and air party.
Zibo nimi yes ah.
Yeah, Libio. Who say enama you see enama and the Ghana for air showing game na. So what the sa previous blasters no. They picture it. Now I say, oh, there be football, we are a transition based team. We are a transition team, and just say, Onyade, Dino, and just Onyade. But what the other say, Untimia day, uncontrolled game. But what the other say, you rely on the pace of your attackers to punish opponent. It's another system of footballer, a worker. Recently, teams do Brenana or hard teams with Brenano, they rely on transition. But yeah, they say, still, Ghanaians want us to be passing. Meanwhile, you need our profile, players now, and Neno, they can pass. I like what Carlos did yesterday. You could create is a damn one a timing, no.
And I'm making
because you so on your time, Ebo Baku, me, and
Pa.
At least if you have followed him, go and watch him at Egypt. Salamo, the only top player in that team was Mohamed Salah. We know if you're another beer, and Nini was fading off. No, not bench or Arsenal. As at that time, and Nini, Egypt Echo final. He only had Salah. So they know why. Are they said they defended very well. They defended very well. No me yana say I'm a J ball na enini mo de mo bon to ma Salah transition panya omo na ekon quick one panya omo ko do final and event say show penalties e different event say Senegal eti I think say ye de no ye see your profile ni bi similar to what Salah can give Edema Kures at Egypt Semenyo Fatau Niama Brandon omunya is similar. Quick panya they will go. But our problem is that passing no. One about and the problem no. Panya no.
Okase ensuma ni mfiri akiri a. Gideon Mensah bought 5 long crosses and a long balls. Emu 3 kwa kusi opponent so. What you say? Salisu nana nke wuma abunze Salisu be suma ball. Salisu su epra. You can't trust Jerome Opoku because ono ankasa no. Onya establishing on when confidence me be bubo passes. The same thing as Pepra any Ajiti.
Okay, yeah. This guy Obem because we saw no old team match and he tried it moment. Obo me and Sabima Inaki ni offside. The time was wrong. To share on he's
can why na Inaki moment and him how no, it depends on maybe I also delay. Maybe I would delay. Maybe I also contempt. But he tried that breaking long pass maybe from defense. But Nina Inaki offside. It's say nya obi a bit me say apanya no. I didn't find the panya no too. One touch na akunta ho.
Because attackers no. Say no overkan no. They don't flourish in tight space areas. Ompe space to run with the ball. It's omunya that one pass na
na say Obert Koka say ye go keepers best do a chain na samese bo an best wo ha na edenia Benjamin Sorry eyemu baako na no and legend for Ghana Augustine him for say obi hia so ne Asare bekasa and na wo hwe game na say Asare communication wo kasa boys no wo nim so the timing say wo mpie so won ko na chi duru ha na say ne yam yentie Augustine him on Benjamin Asare.
Benjamin Asare has to be spoken to. How he comes out, his communication within his area has to be improved. Because when you are going to have teams that will decide to bring in crosses from left, right, we should be careful because he's always almost like confused when there is an in-swinger or an out-swinger into the area. He's always found in a position that a goalkeeper is supposed not to be. It is either his calculation when he has to come out or not. So he has to be spoken to. He has to be directed. He's always found wanting when there's a cross into our area. The question is, could he have done something about the goal yesterday, looking at where he stood, his positioning?
Good. Na eno echino and a former Tema East member of Parliament, Titus Glover. Ya Shannon so says Abino be a Greater Accra regional minister. No busa so hwan na eye na so die ma na sa kofa babara mine. E de ebaka blasters ho. Na yenim so why liability ana. Na we ya nyina na mo ya wono no so be se na daje da hwe blasters no ko be pe Nigeria movie bi ehwe no hwe.
Why Baba Rahman avoided liability? They brought him back again. Why? I've been hearing the coaches complain about interference. This is something that has been a challenge to every coach of the Black Stars. The coach hasn't got independent hand to choose a player of his choice. Everybody wants his player to feature. So when you do some of these things, you are not helping us. I prefer to watch a Nigerian movie than to go and watch Black Star play. I prefer to eat a mummy frog at Banku and watch Nigerian movie than to watch Black Star. What is this? When Black Star is playing, I don't watch them. I'll go and sit in my corner, either I read a book or I'll tune in and watch a Nigerian movie.
Hey, Titus. Oh, wow, we got everybody. Okay, now. Yedi kama update ewo kotoko se bibia awe bomu a sporting director enam kwamu a ene bia nwanwume krade na chese ade enchena ne kana asemu wo ba bedu oba eye board na sede so de no wura efikasiem na omokoda na dida obi on sporting director na ye report ni biom no edi adanse se after eno no kotoko e decide se omba appoint a new commercial manager that will be on the following next week no na eno so eto aso na eno achi no na mo amubusa se na coach mai na mo si player bi ehihia no na omde coach nso abeka ho so be broni so be bibini coach de e ba chow twen yen na ebrepam ye de no so e de beba na momfa baseke one talented player Prince Cheneboa yes office ne ba na eba by for now me no ayako hunu house of folk mediama ba so we dey mediama bo house because some the African ya eskaso ho paka is a engineer and planners gwina koka ho ntino wasa ska baba enti Zach Remember me na me nko uniam ho.
Tino. Say me our goalkeeping issues and all the discussions around our goalkeeping. Let me catch a post production for Imane or say Bruni be no baba Bruni be no baba issue Asari ahead of Atizigi.
Aden height and
Anya height.
Maybe you'll be at the league.
Atizigi maybe have not been lucky with some games.
Oh, coincidence.
And your goals no and your by the fault by the quality of the team and the strike.
Where they are no kwaje.
No kwaje. Share down no any Austria match. Go be on any photo. But 5 not on native. But say 5 no. On come share 10 but 4. He saves. The attorney to me and goes baller. O the 10 keepers 10 you know what? Ebi emu 7 e be show mo and share Atizigi. By way you know. He made saves upon saves. By way you know. Ya hye no. Enti no ye de be kan asem. Obiara fi 2022 World Cup. Obiara see ana e ka say Ghana for short memories sometimes. Go and watch 2022 World Cup and watch Atizigi. Saves upon saves. But once again, utim ninya ye be hyew. Ye hyew a sheko keeper nyaade. The entire America chom say boni bi enu a obechusu asare not because onyaade over Atigi and say onye ne say obehwe league asare Atigi dem. League be a Swiss league. But top league we premiership ne free wa the this one and I'm second league in Switzerland league no Senegal no they were fighting 2 seasons in here they be no fight say on the origin league na pre na the origin league na ajefrin ni same eti in terms of the exposure the experience wise we be no Ghana need here because of the way we do our things here, you know, the level of sensationalism here. And tell them ye be yama wakuchusu asare over Atizigi. But baby a league na Atizigi demo no. Nobody should underestimate the Switzerland league and where he's playing. Senegal. Listen, if you are not good, if you can't go and be number 1 for Senegal for that number of years now, in a top league like the Swiss league. I wouldn't say asare nyade. But in terms of level, Shendra, unzana ye can say Shendra game ya tinu ebo amunu wesi boy first half. Share the number of attacks. He wasn't lucky that first team na start you know. Oma nyade no mo nyade. They didn't play to the level that the coach wanted them to play. And a boss say kwa Atizigi no watching. Aside ba pro no. The only ball e ko no so one ball na e fe ni say akwa no premier ekote net so
yes
ba bi anko no so by the first some ball na e ko so it's enye say e lack asem but sometimes the quality of the balls that go
because our boy is on chiminya ho he
so it's yenya botre me I know say from the one let me himself and say say Carlos Ibena I knew Atizigi is going to be number 1. On your buy me
Zaki Kaimane baba to this ya.
Got it. We could not get the win last night. But this is a marathon, not a sprint. We'll get there. This group will give everything for this precious shirt. God bless our homeland, Ghana. And the Akokotu was ready to see you know. How many
from Baba Abdurrahman.
But I wouldn't say, Tino, say, Yampe was money and was more. Eh? Many are no permanent, say, Minion Mubia, a Bimutachi. Go now, your coaching. The first person I train a 1 year, 1 year, a bunsu.
besa boy ne sana wo de ato ayin nko ha fa to so
before ye ko twen babara man the first person na ye twen na wala ma ye twen wa easy a wanya wo hwe before ball no ko babara man won na e bonsu ba won say obi nobody sees bonsu dia no quickly na ne babara man ona lim say any o any bonsu na jam on na jam na ko nti bonsu na ma kwa no ko e ko ma pass ko ma
ta sa bra wachi mai bra wachi mai rade besa bra wachi mai re any way a
Nabi
but how do you know
so he passed him before passing the ball
but who that for na that away for na
who's that like the tackling why also why not he
watching mom there
no ko babara mo ana so anya he before the ball entered the
obi ejabus jele ka baba ba o baba there yes ana o there to chele ya na ko beti kan mi karu ya dazak ko to push ball to chama ele
ga say tino ya say le so odi ne da odi ni enye da say because o share how we lost the ball kwa bonsu ni tackling any babara man
because maybe baba pa ball we akomia nka ball we go nyae o Vesa pause
na ono wo defenders na chikra
nya de di ache ya na se de oso okobo no
on be babara man jran now vesa yonko now we start to move the ball he do di ache na fe no be move you and no start so movie and no move ya aha se no how pause kra ha vesa wo de ko achi kakra
onko na achi kakra
vesa ko achi kakra
oh
ube wo se time o move ye no aha say okay onko aha one vesa pause aha say bibia di adanse say owuraba left
what
back
remember we
oba left back one wings one oba inti ana babara man o ma kin fa baba na wo space one na bibia di adanse say was ni na oye underlapping no or underlapping
yo so mbe no ntemna na
or underlapping aba be overlapping
so do ono de mother o shembi from na obaza koje sana obaza o
the
kire
point is we no babara man ni
yes
no oba be sell e kire ho
good
interest ka baba start close no time all ben nyina so
obono close marking
se bono mu ba de on person mo yene se on person
for the man we are on
fa swinga echo tie ade ana mo pe go mu so mo striker no o ye good o ti de on person mo yene no so we defender
because baba
there is how ya ne say so close no
baba Rama nja no ma ki obi a
what I say to so close na on ti mi nye
obi anu a baba Rama na ma ki
start passing the ball that no cover
Zach Shade ni baba Rama is not marking any player baby ojina no but baba Rama no natural position here left ho it was you
see na all rush ba no
and so follow no quick normal video ni nko normal video ni nko baba be jina ma na baba e settle
and you piama
we kra no kaza ka we su kra ji ye no na osanka ode na liba okay I very much was
wo oye 2 touches o one touch o
yeah no say
that pass ba woni nya na receive
exactly
it won't be van chon
into
one that's something that to throw
enya second
am cover
and so kodema to from ka nye we kodema to from ya
onze tino o hwa de ne very before we talk about babara man ne tackling no nipa na niko no aneba
to help when train no je ball no
yeah mo no aneba
oni bo su ba na
yo so ba oni Brandon
ona ya pesa na
anti shade ona na captain shade eti at this stage coach should tell you say
Brandon di akira a free pass ma the all Brandon akira
that be because obira we na yenchi na ehwe no
there be but a free pass to no
there be
what have you
yenchi is closer to him the other guy there are two players there
ojina nanim
eti based on how yenchi no
ojina nanim say ojina chiba
but you're not being fair to Oyerepa Radio
yeah
so be on you auto nyemo
who say running no look at say niku boy na say ma akwa no ko Northern Forest here he was coming with Brandon eti at this stage coaches will tell you say because you are closer to him finish with him Brandon na eba eti he is closer to him when Jina, he would have been the best person to stop him.
Banka pass no. Ebe ko straight direct. Brandon di achire ko ya. Straight. Ebe ko the guy in red. Straight one.
I'm called because 3 against 2.
That's it.
But Shade.
Sabo just like Brandon San Canana.
Tino.
No, I don't know.
3 against 2.
I didn't say to stop one from boy pull out too. And pull out some neck and you play on a corner.
I know
The intention was to do pull out. To not finishing off. So, Opia born a coin.
I know, but they can say,
Brandy are trying crown, Brandy are Macrana.
yes.
Baba could have followed the angle.
The position.
Oh,
Yeah, you know, the think some me from Quebec born on that time now.
yeah, no, Jack.
To John, no first one.
Oh, yeah, shadow marking. And I quite close to them.
Because who's at this stage, Onya one, he's coming with someone. Tama who said Brandon Astro put on so by. To share, he was not come back because Nick would be neighbor. He only stopped at a time he realized that Brandon has stopped and obey. It's media. In Chad, I will never blame anybody for in Chad. The only problem that I had with Baba was in the recovery.
And only have 7.
But in Chad, how?
Who's that? Go you have something.
A great work, I was saying,
I can recover.
I fear people and I train. Now, I then, but how you recover? Because I say, eventually, no give up. And channel, no, I say we give up. So
one more video.
But I think that
now his sequence, you know. Oh, they say no. On say baby, Thomas Ninja. Come on, stop. Say or the boy diagonal.
He only came at a time that he realized. Say, and come back. It's video look at ya.
But baby, not space. What pie Baba Hono?
No, that is he.
If Obi baby, I side on the board the better. How space in over. Space. Infinite space.
At this stage,
just in there, I have a hole. As on the question of the Buddha say, person. But to be so much use of what you stood up for, I don't know.
Tino. At this stage now, come on, easy born. The space there is inconsequential. That's number 1 because a one against 1. Play behind you to far over possible now, that is number 1. So the space there, and it will be it will only come into play or importance. So a go pass it, that is the first one. It's space, no. And I make us say when the Nico was running, so Captain Adjunon Corso, Nico saw the space, and he was running with Brandon to go to that space. It's me a player. No one will be running, remember. A two-shot movement of the ball now. Baba reacted the moment he saw Brandon has stopped. Now, no, says, oh, but why late? No, why late? Because Brandon has stopped. Brandon in the Koyank, Brandon in the going in the it's in terms of the movement and the idea. Brandon would have been the best person to go with Nico on an air.
But Brandon, the original range here, Chilbenya free pass.
Oh, there be Sao or
direct say. Oh, didn't you? And also about to say,
oh, wait, baby, boy, and
a captain.
He's not dangerous because he's in front of the player. Original retraining. It's all dangerous. Oh, no, retraining. That guy too is in front of 2 players. Baby, he will easily deal with him because he's in front of him.
That can grow minister board here, then you better about recovery.
All them most baby, I didn't start seeing now.
But one, position was wrong.
First position was wrong
because one hour marking
the position came into Emma wrong because he came late because Obi Anjuma. And
that zone,
football never. In terms of baby, I know defending, that was the best position when we are defending in football. That ball if you say never, what do you do?
If you position a bar, who could not
so Adam Membos becomes the number 3 when we are defending. And the football way, Salamina wingers, what do they do? When their team is defending, I want to share the left right winger becomes number 2. left winger becomes number 3. No Marco narrow the angle no with the centre backs no.
But not when there is space.
No, the same.
No, when they are.
Mama, how many
the only the recovery. I am no fast so acting no.
Aside that, you know, Ajete was also late too. What I say? Whatever. And I make can say, Bono, we coach Rebecca Chose say, we a lateral defender at this point in time. Prevent it. Tima, almost a person in swingers, almost cross from crossing. Emma, because crossing
no
crossing just a touch. What I say? Keep around out.
Now we know coach Chira now one also sabi use.
Oh yes, basically do your number, number 2, number 3. You do that stage now. That you know, we coach, what you know, I say you're conscious with that side. One, Baba, me feel say Baba positioning wasn't the best. 2, or your shadow marking your trainer. 3, recovery was very poor. And training can be a problem. By a trainer, no, say Baba.
No brand na.
That what I do to me no. Obe quarter force. Emma so try so cross na or the na be can board down corner. But Baba was a shade late in recovering. Now, because of nobody can hear mistake, no just cross any Baba. So cross any Baba no. 2 central defenders no. The all market player no head the ball no. Where was he? And that's how I call. What I say, and I can say, so but we need players on what big personality are. That's why I'm a bar. Because that come on in angle, says a train baby. The next Ebano, the inswing Gana Ebano. A bar or what targeted a player out of finish it. Sabono.
But the council was it in coaching. The first option for Baba was to prevent the cross.
What I say? If you cross in the bar, no, the next player, because I was at that time, no confidence level and that stuff, no, it was shed late. Play it, yeah, not the net. Oh, you know, oh, so I do, you know, I get it very late. After an all, but that player not taking position away. So these are all the things that I can say. Some more series of friendly matches are on correct. But that's all that here. Football as it is. Crossing ground, I said, Baba and me who a similar one people no amfa sa.
Na nse Baba no ho a.
Ora.
E ko fa no ho.
Yes. Ba who say na make say tamana gini asante all pick no and ye no. Game na that you know friends former Manchester United player small say when you open Daniel James and now run sa did not was in 6s and 7s until time for starting say or himself no ana coach change but then preparatory match you know won't be for to coach too much bia baba and bia warm up pra no na good enough time na all about whether say na we happy all about at that time senior player and that stuff my for judge you know and condemn no sir ma who a lot of right up a lot of some can be but then I want to believe say 2 mistakes na buy adan ya kan no to majeti later here ho ema baba nko across the buy and a person crucify because baba no ya kase ebre bi atwam waka so mo black star biem afei na oba na afi na yakofa no enye the first time ni asamojan era you to become the captain of the Black Stars na man for penasem okofi ocho let ebre Ghana so mo biem it took president Kufo and okopa na che won so enipa am for kase man ye na koma ya because baba has served Ghana very well over the years. Edu bi na mfa ana da oba ya so baba of oba kai pa ye hu kuma ade chi better radio so ka say it was unfortunate Ghana for years ade no because no ma tag to Keto Kreku but me fi say baba be Black Stars Keto Kreku me every president so that ade omo de ye ya na man for the enye fair what I say And you know, whatever happens, no, whatever happens, no.
Obasa, I know the
what job on a traffic by the captain Samanama.
Let's
Time, baby.
Yeah,
About to senior what the captain Samana
the Twitter or the buy any day or the other today, you know. I am one of those things.
National team, no. See, I'm choose captain we are, and captain they always give it to senior players and assistant we are. When they are not there, it's always the next senior
players who see
the next senior. And it's a club.
Who is senior now deserve to go see the man.
So we deserve
one coach. Tell me about Mexico. I don't know who has said a mistake or so pass ball the player no. You ball the two any no. It's not just about the pass. Share your team no. These are relatively new players. And I don't know more ball. Such mistake will keep coming. Especially so your goalkeeper when you're well established in international games. It's a born or the man Ghana born I share a Mexico game no. Again, we be able for too much because I know my goalkeepers here. But player wouldn't how well do you know that player? What I say? To the old that go, not say that players are. And they blast the two players of the way. Jerome ne I friend say Ajeta or Mobono, relatively new. Qualifies your ball with Juku and the other guy and sometimes maybe remove Akwabe Kahon. Juku were hugely experienced, almost commanded. They control that area, that area. No, where nobody controls the other because only now almost the same. You see the point? If so a goalkeeper, not say, then you are found between these situations. So when you will be a lot of international games, you fumble.
That's
why at Ziggy, I will support that Zach Jenny say. That's where he plays in football in Europe. He's seen all these guys and that stuff. So, but one thing about him is say, Anapana, so bad. How ball corner? So no matter what you show 5, also that goal said nobody will accept it. Goes corner so every antis obey, but in goalkeeping, keeper will win a lot of antis, but closing the ranks. So you don't see that balloon short to back because keeper will give my pan and say, watching your players back and directing them from an unseen situation. And that's the point. Always at the point in time behind you keep them on your toes. But that's it. And that thing, I think they will also be or hard, man. No. Be a short to banner or dive will be nebi channel, no dive will nebi channel. Short the keeper, you keep a stenner. Your boss shot be at somebody. But that's a come here. But goalkeeping here and yes, say. The smaller details are very important.
Okay.
Yeah, na asare ne atizigi nkomo no. Mintiase o. Ya hawo ne se ne si fa so na. Ase aye nkomo nyina. Asare.
So na wala ko ho ye problem. Because ko World Cup no we keeper.
Pa na me bobo so ba. Ya nim ho nya o. Anim ho no
nim ho nya no want me answer wo so protect wo de.
Wo fa nim ho nya ye tese. Me pade a wo diska kotumu ana ahye me pebi mo muka bi ntire me eni mo nyew papa wofa Jordan Boy Kamara Dini Boy why Inaki jai over jai semenyo ye hu no
gidie ne hokora ho
nti eni mo asem no eso ye de che ye pe kamafu
eye star no na mo ntimi nhye man ya ne anase pede e serious o
nti ani aye nkomo asare atizigi ni amana ye te say asare di atizigi ni enya ho wia ye wio. Every good team need a top goalkeeper, granted over ye jitum beni mo fui nkase over nkase o eni mo fui nkase enka no kura njere o enye ebi hye 1 goal ebi hye 0 ebi hye 2 over ti atizigi ni asare asem ni nya abotre kakra medie think say we need to work on the confidence of any of the goalkeepers here. The Ometupo, I say we need to I say you create an unseen competition. And that competition, you know, man, to say, ubia ko demu an hobepo. The fear of the unknown. The order should be clear over. Order then clear. We number one. Nente pressure no so kaka. E man nko it's a match BI will be justified. Yeah, and it's a match BI justify my player bi. Ena eno na nkasa so ne pressure.
Sanka tisaba coach we na me hu se o ma nyina no. Otuado na oyisu
basan e onu kura no ye bobo wie bia nkomo no yasare wa keep clean sheet kura asare over ye ja omo wo mu mienu nyina no adwuma wo mo ho ye mfa ba ko na
obedam bia
ye mani confidence ne support no ba ni mo de enya se ya ni ntimi nka ye ni mo asa no be ni mo ne de bo ne kwa na e ba wo e ko ya e ha ga na bo ye botu ani mo ana e san ba wo enye Over Carlos Cures. Jumaye. Jumaye. You ever heard so whether within these few months, no bit me aya. The first thing I saw here said identity should be clear.
Come on, some months. Okay, week.
Week say.
Okay, month.
Oh, near month.
Week.
Over the identity should be clear. Me person people say. Inti ehu training here be. You gonna far the plan B is to better the plan A. And one
okay. On plan no
they be back na
back
about B A na ye B yes and B yes yes and be
A now okay.
We cannot go toe to toe in terms of possession with any of the teams here in Omokobo, including Panama. We should rely on the physicality, organized defense and counter-attack. Asa with a bit of proper finishing. Until I say any more na na aba no. Ntenya kwadjujuma. Se nkwala ntotofe one of omo be ko ni tintin ayemo omombo ni empempanifo be mienu bi no mo mfa nyansa engade omo Jordan na he na ogina ball so na wontimi nkwa afa ne tranchen party na he na psychological onye ready afa ne tranchen on steady game ni free bench on bramfa bibi machine
but me hu ndio enya ne tin obetima ye oye se bokokra na wunyaro ho a do betina nchen
ha tie fa pa advantage but yenya win ba ko bi ni many baby girls need di asa ye be fan sa but say omo ma say be she we na obesi Ghana be she England and some say Ghana be she England some we rofa meju sika di o ani bra
na wuli gidi sa gidi no
breju we no
say enya static tournament no a ball is different
ofa
sa tournament start here ball is different we dey watch it
nyame ne ebuafo
obekasa community as boys we dey ahwe
over kotoko de na daje ni ho say na me be start
fa be you say ete ho na yenko
de be ka champion no say omomo na asenya shikaka mi ade ba kwa makapa ye mi nyae kanko omo nyi kasamafo no say sporting director ne beba man nkomo na so bi ne timi ka to supporters ne timi say kuroma ne ye de kasa ne di agro man say na so obi aka sentino you find normal. The new board of Asante Kotoko, they are structured their plans. Say Duaba, say it me to supporters na kumem. Momo Gemene and Kophobia Juma. What you say? Nipane beba. Even if you born in Dukobe underground works. Now your team what you to be to supporters ni trim. Ebia for the next 3 years. You share your Kotoko na. You try A, B, C, D. Through direct and indirect communication, who said there be your quantity Diana Emfa for the next 3 years, ye be dear. No way, the can't piatum. But ye jale sana later, yes, she we are son of the Obekasane Bekasa. Why are not Casane Diomani man?
Sama for some man, yana. Some penny free, ye know, Mumba nim Casano conforms to value Mukasa. And Baku, I win for the meantime.
You'll be a Juma. You'll be a uni. You'll be a fan except you'll be the camber. Do baby cover. Companies want to me leaky documents. I have is a politicians. One cassette to me leaky documents. Bia. I bet Yama Nipana making the case for more and son a letter about the castle. Because if you trans the last best 6 years, got spending if you bear 8 million Ghana cedis on transfer. Me more example, which is around 80 billion. ebi a 3 years here and 6 years yi and this car kɔtɔkɔ spend on transfer ebetumi a jinkrata no de atum secret na yɛ kasa saa 8 billion na 8 million yi ebi yɛ de kɔ adakɔgya akyɛ nke ewiewu but the last 6 years ebi nkuru akɔtɔkɔ agye kuro nduru 3 communication strategy nti ebi a sporting director wa bɛyi yɛatena se ahu sɛ yɛsika no bebree yɛde tɔ nkɔɔfoɔ ma mo bɛ toto paapaa so ɔmo ba korɛ sɛ ɛma ɔmo afe ɛne afe mmienu ansa na ɔmo atumi abɔ nti ɛnu nti yɛateki decision sɛ mfie mmiɛnsa ɛda yɛ nim yɛbɛyi ne low na kasa sika no anka yɛde bɛyɛ transfer no yɛde akɔ akɔhyɛ adakɔgya akye ne apɛ coach papa ma na bring the best out of the players that can be a strategy saa strategy no ɛsɛ sɛ obi na nwene no pɛ key stakeholders nti kansa na ɛbɛba so no bɛtena mpanimfoɔ kɔtɔkɔ mu kasa edi mu bɛtena old player bi